Hey, it's Nicola with the Jack Chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause it's gonna be jacking your fucking pumpkins away with the Jack Chop. Fucking. You love jack-o'-lanterns, you fucking hate carving them. It's Halloween. You got trick-or-treaters up the ass, your kids are running around like retards. You ain't got time to be carving a motherfucking pumpkin, kid. But with the Jack Chop, you can have a pumpkin carved in just minutes. I'm fucking serious, dude. Watch this shit, alright? With regular knives, it can take forever. They're not safe for kids. But watch how the Jack Chop slices right through the—
Oh, fucking whore! Yeah, you
Cut off your fucking finger? No fucking problem. Jack Chop. Now they're gonna charge you $1 at the CVS for one of them fake plastic pumpkins. But with the Jack Chop, you can have a real one and be the baddest dude in Revere. Now when you're carving your jack-o'-lantern, you don't want it rolling around, falling down the steps, lighting your fucking kids on fire. So all you just gotta do is lift it right up like this and put it down on the— put it right down on the fucking— put it on the fucking stool. Nah, I'm alright. What? But you gotta watch out, because some pumpkins are queer. Now it's time for the face. A happy face, a scary face, or a syphilis face. Okay, here we go. Now, alright, sometimes depending on the pumpkin, the skin can be real tough. But here's the best part. With the Jack Chop, all you gotta do is wet the blade with a little spit.
fucking cat! Fuck! Barnick! I told you no fucking cats in the house!
Ah, that's fucking tender. Other knives, they get bacteria in them. They make you cry. You're making me cry. Forget about it. But with the Jack Chop, there's nothing to clean, dude. Watch this.
Can you hear me now? Do I have audio? I wanted to use the mic on the fucking tablet because I didn't want to have to wear my headset. But if you can hear me alright, then I'll just do it like this. At least until the fucking microphone loads. Can you hear me good though? Or well? Should use proper English. Can you hear me well? Now there might actually be an echo because that stupid mic on the tablet I think is going to kick in now. Go figure. Fucking always in a constant state of getting my shit together. Fucking 13 minutes in. Alright. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm wanting the fucking microphone on the tablet. I need an external mic, like a regular fucking desktop mic. I don't want to have to rely on just a fucking headset all the time. Yay, late stream's finally loading. And then it fucking closes. Jesus Christ. I give up. I fucking put on the fucking headset. Jesus Christ. You know, like, God forbid. God fucking forbid. Mix It Up is a fucking resource-hungry fucking whore, too, though. Oh, that's fine. Oh, Mix It Up has yet another update. This is like the fucking 4th update in 2 days. And it never cues me for it until after I'm broadcasting. See, the other reason I want to use the fucking headset is it's plugged into the controller, which means I have to remember to keep the controller on. I didn't want to have to fucking deal with that. But overall, my day is good. I just decided I wanted to do something a little bit different. I started off my day like I usually do, just watching various YouTube videos. Usually around current events and politics. And stuff in the gaming world, tech shit. But what did catch my attention was... I've wanted to kind of talk about the fucking mass shootings in Dayton, Ohio and El Paso, Texas, but this more recent thing with this fucking cocksucker Jeffrey Epstein killing himself in his jail cell. Oh, you got Social Club, good. I wanted to address that and how this stuff relates to red flag laws and what those are if you don't know. So, now that my tablet is starting to catch up. What are you up to today besides getting on the Social Club? Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going while I wait for Lightstream to figure out what the fuck it's going to do. See, now I really can't blame Lightstream though, because I'm feeding in hardware from this fucking bullshit tablet. So, it's probably not Lightstream's fault, it's probably the fucking tablet. Should probably just stop allowing it to use the microphone. It's obviously not capable, which I don't understand. I've done it before. Yeah, I can't move my mouse now. You fucking suck. Well, I appreciate that. Don't appreciate this thing not doing what I needed to do. But, alright. So, I actually made some notes, which is something I haven't done in years. I usually go by memory, or I just wing it. But I wanted to start off talking about these mass shootings and how like it's thanks, how it's kind of see, if my restream chatbot is not up, I don't know if anybody on any other platform is trying to talk. And I want to have as much dialogue as possible with whoever stops by. So, of course, 20 minutes in, still trying to fucking make this shit work. Come on, you piece of shit. You're gonna put me to sleep. Not even 7:30. Alright, so I gotta bring up my task manager and make shit happen here. This is why I have to use the console for everything. Alright, let's see. Let's see what on this thing is just fucking annihilating my processor. Primarily Firefox. Firefox is currently consuming 50% of my processor resources. 82% of my memory resources. And 85 to 100% of my disk access. That would be problematic. Alright, let's try this. We're going to say don't allow on the microphone, because that's just fucking shit up. Oof. Oof what? What did I oof now? I'm always fucking oofing something. Alright. So, you can hear me fine? My audio is nice and clear. That's all that matters, I guess. Fuck it. Alright, so these mass shootings. Dayton, El Paso. Something that's very commonly conveyed in mainstream media. Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. I'm more frustrated at this shit. Alright, okay, it's better, but what scene am I on? Am I on my full screen again? Christ. Alright, now it says I'm on full screen. Alright, good. Alright, so, right now, my fucking controller batteries are low. Jesus Christ, can I catch a fucking break? This is why I'm not fucking religious, because it's horse shit. Absolute fucking horse shit. Hold on a second. One of my roommates is believes that using sage helps get rid of negative vibes and energy, which is what I need, because we need to be able to cover this in a non-emotional manner, at least somewhat factual manner. This is opinion based, of course, which is one of the reasons why I put news in parentheses. But yeah. No bad juju here, son. Alright. Because it smells kind of funny, but whatever. So, and I'm going to get to why this ties into why gamers would give a fuck. Because as gamers, we should keep our pulse on how this shit is going down, because frequently, it's our games that get blamed for this shit. Even though there are overwhelming studies that prove that video games do not make people more violent, they don't contribute to these mass shootings, they don't contribute to acts of violence. I mean, hell, if anything, and I can personally attest to this, they reduce the likelihood of that shit happening. I get pissed off at the world, I can hop on GTA, and I can just fucking drive, I can go fucking blocks down the sidewalk, mowing down whoever I want, and giggle my motherfucking ass off at the amount of blood that gets on my car, and it's perfectly harmless. You know why? Because they're all fucking sprites. They ain't real people. Alright, when you're mad at the world, you can't take it out on the world, because there's always going to be some innocent casualty. That's what's good about video games. That's what real gamers understand. You know, people that don't fucking understand video games and blame games, or don't understand guns and blame guns for this shit, are usually people that have nothing to do with this stuff. They don't know anything about it. They're completely fucking ignorant. Alright. Back to what I was talking about before, though, is, This stuff is a fucking tragedy. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to sit here and go on my thoughts and prayers. I don't fucking pray to anybody, but my thoughts are with innocent people that get caught up in this shit. Alright? And if you want to get into conspiracies about whether it's false flag shit, you know, we could have that discussion. Because I think false flag shit happens all the time. I mean, Operation Northwoods was declassified. Back in the 60s, the fucking CIA wanted to bomb U.S. cities and then blame Cuban nationals for it so they could justify a war in Cuba. Kennedy said no. So there's real victims here. And I'm not trying to say that there isn't. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists that say that even the victims are fake. No. There's always real victims in this shit. Whether it's false flag or whether it's just some unilateral psycho. Alright? But the politicians, and it's on the left and right, they politicize this shit. They don't actually give a fuck about these people. They don't give a fuck about you and me. They politicize it to advance their agenda. You know, but they get a lot of their fucking facts wrong. Like they'll, let's start off with it. A lot of these mass shootings, right? They'll point the finger at conservatives or pro-gun people as being the problem. Now there are more firearms in the United States than there are fucking citizens. So when you take that into account, the amount of gun violence that happens in this country is actually pretty fucking minimal when you consider the size of it, the spectrum of attitudes, and the amount of firearms there are out in the general population. All right. But in these two cases, both of these fucking people were actually left-wingers. Now, the media is not going to really focus on that because a lot of the media is leftist, like CNN and Microsoft. I'm sorry, I got to call you out on this. MSNBC, they're fucking leftists. Like, it's well known, tech companies are left-leaning. And I'm all for being progressive, but, you know, you got to be a fucking realist. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, that's not even fucking conspiracy theory. And I'm going to get to that when I get to the Epstein thing. But on the fucking mass shooting thing, all right? Dayton, Ohio shooter was pro-Antifa, far left, all right? Far leftist. He was anti-Trump, and he was actually pro-Elizabeth Warren, which my buddy Luca can attest because he's a fellow masshole. She's a fucking Democrat from a blue state, okay? He called the Antifa ice bomber a martyr, so we know where he stands, but the media is not going to focus on that because it doesn't fit their narrative. And then let's go to El Paso. El Paso is being painted as an alt-right white supremacist. This is all about going after the immigrants. And it is a white supremacist immigrant thing, but it's not far right. Quite the opposite, all right? This fucking guy, all right, for one thing, he was inspired by the Lorax. He was a fucking neo-environmentalist, which means that he would go to any means to promote the health of the planet, if I'm getting that right. I'm fucking crazy. I think this shit's crazy. All right, neo-Nazis are typically fucking clumped as alt-right or on the side with conservatives and Republicans. Let me tell you something. They're not. They're national socialists. They're fucking socialists. All right? The reason why they're anti-immigrant is because in their minds, in their sect of fucked up hood, they have this idea that if they eliminate all the immigrants, then there'll be enough resources for a socialism to flourish. That's neo-Nazi. Neo-Nazi just means new Nazi. That's all neo is. It's a fucking Latin word that means new. That's it. All right? He was not motivated by Trump. He didn't fucking like Trump either. All right? So that right there, both those cases, they're fucking far leftists, and the left claims to be the side that is pro-gun control, anti-guns, anti-Second Amendment. All right? A lot of them are fucking hypocrites. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not a big Trump supporter, but if you don't like Trump, start writing to whatever Democrat you want to win and tell them to get their fucking heads out of their asses. Because right now, that clusterfuck, 20-something odd candidates, they're not going to fucking beat Trump. They're not. Tulsi Gabbard, I think she'd make a fucking great president. I would vote Democrat in 2020 if she got the nomination. The DNC will not fucking give it to her. Won't happen. All right? Now, on these shootings, this is something you'll hear a lot, and this is another area where gamers can help clarify stuff, because a lot of gamers, we play first-person shooters. We actually know a thing or two about the difference between civilian-grade weapons and military-grade weapons. The media likes to do this shit. AK-47 style. AK-47 style, right? There is nothing similar between a fucking AR-15 and an AK-47. An AK-47 has a select fire, a military grade one, has a select fire switch to go from semi-auto to full auto. It has a fucking different cartridge. I mean, to call an AR-15 military grade is a fucking, hey, welcome to the channel. To call an AR-15 military grade is an exaggeration, all right? It's a fucking